Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome everyone to the Ablesys webinar. Ron here, and I'll be glad to go over the charts and take a look at the recent signals. If you're an intraday trader using AbleTrend today, it was a great day. It was a really great day. Even with the very low market volatility where it hasn't been really moving much at all, we had a terrific day. Picked up a very big winning trade the first hour and a half, and then a nice trade the last 2 hours. Pretty much one really good buy and one really good sell signal. So I hope you were using it, using your AbleTrend today too, as I always hope everybody does well. So this is a daily weekly chart. This would be XLK, just an ETF I like. It's the technology index. And this is the combination of daily and weekly chart combined. Because AbleTrend works exactly the same. It's just as accurate and just as low risk, whether you're intraday trading, say, futures, or you're doing longer term daily and weekly charts for stocks. You could trade any time frame, any markets in the world. You could trade crude, Forex, anything. It's up to you. Software will work just as well. So if you will use in this XLK chart, and it's always the same rules, by the way. We want a blue bar, a blue small dot, and a blue X. You have to have all three because that greatly reduces your risk. And it puts the odds in favor, it greatly stacks the odds in our favor that it's going to go in that direction. Remember, AbleTrend's combining two charts in one. This is what makes it so special. This is why everybody likes it so much and why it's been working so well for all these years. So right here is your triple confirmation trade if you're trading this particular ETF, and we put the stop just a little bit, just a few pennies under the blue dots. Now as we're going higher, go to the previous lower blue dots, meaning if the price is here, because the whole key of the dots, as long as you have these blue dots, you're still in an uptrend. Stay in the trade, you're safe. Don't get out too early. That's what everybody likes about AbleTrend, is that it keeps you in the trades much longer. You don't get scared out so easy. And there's where we're stopped out, because there's the previous lower row of blue dots. There's the first row under the price. There's the second. Prices go under the blue dots. Ooh, we don't like that. And we're stopped out. But great trade, especially if you're an option trader. You got calls at 77, you're out at 81. Hey, that works. This is a classic no trade zone. Anytime you have red and blue at the same time, no trade. Now the little blue dots are daily. They come in every day. The X's are weekly. This is a daily, weekly chart. For day trading, we use the 3 time frames. We use a 1 minute, 2 minute, and a 3 minute combination. And that works really well. Obvious another no trade zone here. Now this is another long, and it was about a break even because we got stopped out right there. The prices went under the blue dot. There's the first row. There's the previous lower or the second row. Stop out. So it's a break even trade. And then the last signal given would be right here. About a month ago, we were long at 81.5. We're still in it at 86.5. That's a 5-point winner in a month. So, good for a longer term trade or options. And again, as long as you have these blue dots below, you're safe. Stay in the trade. It's a nice wall of support that our algorithm can see for us. So the dots are the key to the program. The small red and the small blue dots are the most important thing on the charts. Good stuff, as you can see. Okay, so let's jump in and take a look at intraday. This is just how I like to set it up. I like to look at a 3-9 just for a little longer term look. Here's your tick chart, because we always want the faster tick chart to be long before we're long, especially it's extremely helpful for sweet spots. Okay, but I'll talk about that in a one-on-one trading session that I'll do with you. when you get a trial, or if you're on a trial now. And I also talk about that in the Thursday webinars. But the one-on-one trading session, there's nothing more important than that. I mean, I want everybody to get their money's worth just like I would want to. And quite frankly, you probably won't unless you do the one-on-one trading session. And I'm only here to help. There's nothing to sell you. You already bought it. I'm just trying to help. And it lasts about 10 or 15 minutes. You'll learn more in that 15 minutes, and then you can learn on your own in the 1 month. And I'll gladly do that for you. So we got I'm on Pacific, Eastern, so right at 9:30, you got a nice long signal. And if you didn't take the first one and waited a few minutes, that's okay. Same blue bar, blue dot, blue X, right in a couple of minutes after the market opened. And this was just a fantastic trade. Look at this. Look at this trend. Look at the blue dots going up. Stay in the trade. Look at the X's, which is small X is the 2 minute, bigger X is the 3 minute. Dots are the 1 minute. I mean, you had triple confirmation all the way up. Don't even think about getting out. There's nothing to think about. Yeah, if you want, you're in a nice profit, let's say a couple $100, just for an example, and you want to use the 2 green bar exit, yeah, that's fine. Got like 2 green bars here, but I always prefer or recommend you put your stop loss just a little bit under the blue dots at the previous lower blue dot. And in this case, you would be stopped out because it is the previous lower blue dot. So when do I get back in again? Well, the very next bar, you have triple confirmation. And the tick chart agreed. So let's just get right back long again. First trade, we made 10 points, so that's a $200 winner. There's the mini NASDAQ, which is much smoother and much more accurate and has more volatility than ES. So I like NQ and the Russell, another good one. But you can see here, $200 winner in 30 minutes, right back long again, and we take that one all the way up. There's your 2 green bars. We use the 2 green bar stop, meaning we got a beautiful profit here. I mean, geez, we're up 25 points. No, I'm sorry, 20. On this second trade, we're up 200. Okay, we're in at 74. We're up 15 points on this trade. I mean, that's $300. I want to now move my stop from here a little tighter because I want to try and hold on to that profit. Green bars mean sideways. Blue bars means don't even think about getting out. You're still in an uptrend. So right there, we're stopped out because we put the stop 1 point under the lower of the 2 greens. Here's 2 greens, never got stopped out, kept on going higher. Here's 2 greens, never got stopped out. Beautiful. This is fantastic. And then eventually we're stopped out here at 90. We went long at 74. That's $320. Let's just say 300. You're plus 500 now for everybody following the Able Trend rules and using the stops 90 minutes into this US session. It's only 2 trades. You're plus 300 and 200. You're plus 500. That's just one lot. Some clients tell me they're trading 10 and 20 lots. I don't ask. That's what they tell me. It's none of my business. But I keep it very conservative and very, very low risk. So you can't start off much better than, plus 500 for serious Able Trend traders who trade the Able Trend charts, not trade your emotions. Because you or I or anybody cannot win if we trade our emotions. Guaranteed loser. Venki's asking, does it work on a Renko? Don't really know, Venki, because we don't use Renko. It's got such a fantastic track record with the minute charts and the tick charts that's what we stick with. Obviously, if it's working so well all these years, we haven't changed anything. But you can see. You're welcome, sir. Ian, entry stop under small dot. Is that only for stocks? Yes, but actually it's for E-minis also, Ian. But if you feel that it's too far away, then put your stop loss 1 point below the bottom of the triple confirmation trade. Greg, what is the best ETF to day trade? Well, there's no best. You're welcome to Ian. There's no best, Greg. They're all just as good. I mean, if you'd probably want to go with the 2x or 3x because there's more volatility and the more movement, well, the more chance to make money. So yeah, any of the 3x ETFs, that'd work great. Okay, I'm going to run through this rest of the day here because it's the same rules and it's the same colors and dots. It doesn't matter what I'm looking at. This is an IBM chart. This is a British pound chart. This is a Russell chart. Same rules, same color, same dots. Now we call the dead zone between 12:30 and 2 Eastern. That's 9:30 and 11 Pacific. That's 11:30 and 1 Central. You can trade during that time. We would rather not, especially with low volatility like we've had. The VIX is under 14. As we find it gets very choppy and sideways then. By the way, here's the next trade right here. Small winner, a couple points. We'll take it. Short trade there, obviously a triple confirmation short. Red bar, red dot, red X. That's about a break even. No trade, no trade. We had our first losing trade right here after being up about, over 500. We would go long, short. Stop goes 1 point above because that stop's just way too far away, those dots. We put the stop loss 1 point above and we're stopped there right about here. So we get back 5 points on that. Now we're in the dead zone, and this is what I'm talking about. As you can see, it's dead. That's why we lay off this time. Just sideways. See, Able Trend not only will tell us when to buy and when to sell. Here's what's real important. It'll tell us when not to trade at all. Meaning, don't do anything. Stay away. It's too risky. It's all about low risk trades. And then we had the big winner right here, right around 2 Eastern. Triple confirmation short. As you can see, that chart is just screaming at us to sell it. 1 minute says short, 2 minute, 3 minute. It's just everything's red. And down it went, just as Able Trend predicted. Okay, you've got your 2 greens here, never hit it. You've got 2 greens here, hit it. Stop out there. Plus 25. That's another $500 winner per contract. We're up over 1,000 now for the day. No trade here, red and blue together. And now we went long, last half hour of the day. 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, 12:30 Pacific. And this worked out well too. Here's your 4 o'clock close, or I'm Eastern, so it's 4 o'clock. And we picked up another 5 points, which is another $100 into the close. So it was $1,100 a day per contract, just following the signals and not trading your emotions, not trading other indicators, keeping it really simple. Now, in days it's sideways or flat, we don't win because I'm guaranteeing you there's going to be losing trades. It's not perfect, that's for sure. There will be losing days. However, we don't lose a lot, never lose a lot, because stop losses are in place. This is extreme risk control. It allows us to win big. But when we lose, and I repeat, there will be losing trades. Nobody ever get beat up, ever. So just use the Able Trend signals and stops, and you will greatly have the odds in your favor. You see what you think? I'm glad to help. So is tech support. Been here a long time for a reason. This is a 1 minute chart. Repeat, 1 minute chart. I'm using 2 minute, 2 minute and 3 minute combined right here. You can see it way up at the top. NQ 1 minute, that's the first, that's the lowest, the first, that's what the base chart is. 2 minute, 3 minute. I just have a different order, but this is a 1 minute chart. Zach, thank you, sir. David? Well, we're using the X instead of a dot, that's all. We're using 3 time frames instead of 2. And we use the tick chart for confirmation. and it's been a fantastic year. Oh, you're welcome, Rick. Thank you, sir. Oh, one more, John S. Oh, it works just as well for currencies. Yes, sir. As I said in the beginning, it works exactly the same for every market in the world. So I'm glad to help. Hope this was helpful for you. We've got a once a year biggest sale of the year going on now. We only do this once a year, so it's by far the lowest price of the year, and that ends the last day of the year. And then January 1st, the prices not only go back to normal, they can even go 10% higher. So definitely a great time. Perfect time of the year to try it because it's the lowest price of the year. And I always want everybody to pay the lowest price. This is the tick chart up here, David, and I just use it for extra added confirmation, which I'll gladly go over with you in a trading session. So thanks for being here, everyone. I hope I was helpful.